Hello everyone, my name is ReclusiveZ and I'm back with more Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. I'm still in the Malachite area, which I didn't realize these areas that I've never heard of before, like the Zaton, but still recognized Skadovisk and the Sevchenko as being from Call of Pripyat. That's because this is the starting zone for Call of Pripyat. I did some research while I was editing, and yeah, the Zaton, that's an area that only appears in Pripyat. There's the waste station that's part of it, the sawmill that's part of it. I haven't found Jupiter Station yet, but it's nice to know these areas are because I didn't make it back through Call of Pripyat and I don't remember a lot of it. So that's helping fill in some of my memory. And I guess the Iron Forest is also part of Call of Pripyat. Pripyat looked basically the same. I said I haven't located Jupiter yet, but I mean, I could just be overlooking it because I don't recognize it. I am going to talk to everyone in here, collect all the quests that I can, and then I have the worst urge to go explore the Brain Scorcher, but I'm really curious if I should be waiting because most of the main quests seem to go back to these areas, so I may continue to just do the main quests and hope they take me to that point, and if not, then I will go back through and explore them. I'm at a crossroads of what I want to do, but for now,
Professor Ozerski says that my commitment to maintaining order stifles the flight of imagination. Well, flights are for airplanes. And in science, order is paramount. That's why I won't tolerate mess. No discounts, no let's make a deal, and certainly no I'll pay you next time. You pay, you get your goods, not the other way around. Is that understood? Good.
I think you are the fourth woman I've come across in this game. Also, sometimes you need chaos to get a certain outcome that you never expected, and it may very well be the outcome you want.
I stumbled upon these sea radiation measurements at Yantar. I found your team, but they turned into zombies. I had to put them down.
I pleaded with them, begged to get them out. But the professor and his friend were always preoccupied. They brushed me off, claimed I was overreacting. But if the data has been recovered, that means Lefty's sacrifice wasn't in vain. Thank you for bringing it here. You're not in too much of a rush, I hope. I have another errand for you.
All right, well, that's interesting. So she's the one the flash drive belonged to. That's neat.
Maybe I can help, but I need to know more.
Everyone around here might see me as a soulless bureaucrat, but I genuinely care about missing people. A stalker called Blizzard went to collect bones from bloodsucker victims, and we haven't heard from him since. I'm worried. I need you to find him, with the samples he set out to retrieve, if possible.
Yeah, I can do that.
Do you know where I can find Blizzard?
I believe he ventured to the outskirts of the industrial zone. It's a swampy area, a favored habitat for bloodsuckers. I warned him not to go alone, but he was always a bit stubborn.
Fine. I'll do my best.
Excellent. I have forwarded the coordinates to your PDA. I'll be waiting for the good news. Or, well, any news at all. What have you got?
Better question is, what do you got? Different variations of the same suits I've got. SSP-100I survey. So it looks to be stronger in them categories, but weaker in radiation, psi, and physical protection than my Seva-I suit. So this is an upgraded Spark version, and the other one is a prototype for Spark Stalkers as well. Huh. It's weird how these have no psi protection whatsoever. Ooh, what are you? M26 mass, underbarrel shotgun. Ooh, fits on the M700, most likely the M700 Super. Fits on the G36 and the Carmel. I mean, I'm tempted to, I'll buy that. The hell with it. I am just going to buy more of pretty much all these things, because at this point in time, I basically spend so much time searching, looting, and collecting that I've got cash on stock or in store.
Yeah.
So I have an M700. Yeah, I've got an M700. Well, I guess I'll keep holding on to this until I eventually reach the M700 Super. I just stick it to my main gun too. Hold on to both of them since I'm not carrying grenades anymore, and I've only got that. It's quick enough to swap them out. Having an extra shotgun handy would be, well, handy. Okay, so Blizzard's over there. He's near the Acroprom. Alright, let's get the main quest rolling. Hopefully it leads me to this brain scorcher.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Professor Ozerski, the director of SDC Malachite. If you intend to remain at the center, please avoid interfering with our work and treat all visitors with courtesy and respect. My colleagues frequently require Stalker assistance to retrieve artifacts or conduct field experiments. Should you prove yourself capable, you may be entrusted with such assignments.
Tell me about Malachite.
STC Malachite is the only place where we study the zone as it is. Here, no theory is labeled eccentric, and no field experiment is considered unnecessary. Even the smallest detail may hold the key to comprehending the fundamental patterns of the zone. Admittedly, those snobs at Circa mock our research, call it pseudoscience. But why listen to shallow pricks whose narrow-mindedness obstruct their own quest for truth?
So you're kind of like Clear Sky.
They were actually thinking of making me the head of Circa, you know? Luckily, it didn't work out. I'd rather go back to the mainland than deal with that bunch of show-offs and hypocrites.
I'm looking for information about the Phantoms. A Monolithian called Faust conjured doubles of himself during a fight. I want to know how this is possible.
And I want to never have to hear about the subject again. But I suppose you're luckier than I am. The doubles you witnessed are induced illusions caused by Psi influence within the Tau range. This Faust fellow appears to be employing older Psi consciousness technology. Psi consciousness were the ones who extensively researched induced illusions and their impact on humans. Have you heard about the Wish Granter? That's their handiwork.
Not only have I heard of it, but I was dumb enough to allow myself to be subjected to it and almost enthralled by it. And technically I was enthralled by it, and I told it to end everything. I'm very intelligent.
Where can I meet the Psi consciousness scientists? I need to learn more about their technology.
You're a few years too late. Psi consciousness ceased to exist in 2012 following the demise of all of its members. A stalker who goes by Strelok managed to reach the generators after deactivating the Wish Granter. Then he gunned down Psi consciousness. Evidently, he didn't take kindly to being used as a guinea pig.
I prefer the term execution, considering he killed them in their pods. They didn't even have time to get out of their pods. I don't know if they could get out of their pods. I don't remember a whole lot of that part. All I know is in my Shadow of Chernobyl Radiophobia playthrough, I am currently in the process of getting the decoder so that I can do exactly that.
See consciousness. That rings a bell.
It was a faction of idealistic scientists from Project X. They aspired to cleanse the noosphere of the dark manifestations of human nature, to make the world perfect. However noble their intentions may have been, their execution was rather poor. In June 2006, a decade after the discovery of the noosphere, they tried to establish an unauthorized connection to it. The experiment spiraled out of control, leading to the emergence of the zone. It now serves as a warning about the perils of impulsive scientific endeavors.
I want to know more about induced illusions.
I'm not entirely sure we still have any books with enough information here at the center. The Circa archives would come in handy here.
I got them after the signal. They're saved on this flash drive.
Oh, that makes it so much easier. However, analyzing these archives will require a considerable amount of time, and I take it you need answers as soon as possible. Fortunately, the X network is up and running again. There's an abandoned mirror facility nearby. It was used to study induced illusions until 2008. If you can restart it and reconnect the mirror to Malachite, I could look for the information you need.
What exactly do I need to do?
Two things. Activate the visual projection center and calibrate the communication antenna. Mind you, configuring the antenna might require specific conditions. The older the equipment, the harder it is to set it up properly. I advise you to find an operations manual for the facility's engineering team and follow its guidelines to the letter. Talk to you later.
I just gave that to him, that entire flash drive with all of that Circa knowledge, all of that stuff they've been doing. Everything right up to the moment when Monolith lost its mind and Circa burned down. I just gave him that flash drive. Do you know how much power could be in that flash drive? What he could potentially do with that flash drive? The hell with it. Consequences be damned. Alright, Skiff, let's wander off into La La Land. So... Alright, that almost looks like a speed testing facility. Alright, well, I have the quest, so I am going to run... I've got to run out here, all the way down through here, up and around. Check that guy, and then I'm going to come back, do that.
Howdy, eggheads. Care to tell me where Ozerski is?
Young man, I'd like to ask you.
Nah, don't bother. Just get Ozerski for us, alright?
Tell him we've got an appointment.
You guys just picking fights with the Malachite team for shits and giggles? As if I could, I'd put a boot on all of Spark's throat. Alright. How does this work? Nope. Oh, that's right. Works like this. And then that works like this. And that works like this. That's kind of handy. Temporary replacement for my, Shit, that's right, I bought it. You know what, I'm just gonna keep all my extra ammo to hell, that'll burn through it quick enough. Oh. What is that? Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Guess that's a no. There are so many odd anomalies in this game that I have no way to just pick out a name or figure out what they would be used for or why they're here, because that reminds me of the thing down in the Clear Sky swamps. There is a very similar anomaly to that. Well, I mean... No, because the Bulba was kind of like the one down in the Clear Sky swamps as well. Gotcha. You ain't so tough with a full metal in your head. I need to stop. I have so much damn loot. Alright, I don't know what this area is. Those look like snorks. Yeah, I thought my... So that looks like an unhealthy number of snorks off on the other side of this. It is. This would... Oh shit, they're waking up. I would have put that away. Oh my! Attach that, please. Yeah! Spin! You used all 5 shells already? You weren't even close. Don't mock me. Got way too far ahead of him. So damn jittery. At this point, I'm looting ammo and shit that I do not need. The snork body parts I will take, as those have quite a bit of value. Really should have looked down before I entered into here. So what is here? Energia vehicle station. What? Has this guy been here the whole damn time? Was he surrounded by sleeping snorks? You talk. You say anything. I guess not.
Permission to raise spirits? The soldier's busting his ass trying to keep up with stupid orders. The guy starts whining, "Sir, I've been on my vehicle."
More Hercules. Hercules, Hercules. Alright, better question is how the hell do I get in there? Already took one board off the door. Did I miss something from this side? It doesn't look like it. It's not a jump pad. How the hell am I supposed to... I'm supposed to bubble vault? I don't think that's possible anymore. Pretty sure that's just a red herring. Alrighty. Let's dig in over here, I guess, and mirror VPC. Ominously red. And this only fires buckshot, not slugs. That's unfortunate. An interesting. You little. I really hate this button combination. That's not what I. I'm just gonna take the hits. I'd like to say I like the weapons wheel, but I don't. Most games it works out pretty well, but it's way too sensitive. Especially when it comes to trying to quick swap between these two, and then it puts away my main weapon. It gives me a knife. It's somehow just hitting tab and C swaps me to my knife. Suddenly having issues that I didn't really have with the other three games because the controls were simple, intuitive, intelligent, and could be reset to whatever I wanted. There was no weapon wheel combination where it's like, hey, in order to swap to your underbarrel mount, yeah, hold tab and hit C. And it just let me hit one button and it's like, yep, prepped. Also, why am I unable to aim it? Probably a good thing I put a laser sight on it. I definitely have minor gripes for this damn game. Okay, that was neat, very Metro-like. Given the sounds of people, life, and activity. This is definitely very Stalker. sounds like a burr. Getting better at catching you, most of you mid-jump. Where did he just go? Okay.
We've got a real breakthrough here. We've gone from incoherent noises, grainy visuals, and flitting shadows to a repeatable illusion, clear and vivid. We've finally determined the range at which C effects can produce distinct induced illusions. They're still lacking specific details and features for now, but we can already create projections of both physical objects and images born from the human subconscious.
Alright, that's kind of neat. Emergency safety system is deactivated before disengaging. I'm gonna need a fuse and I'm gonna get the shit zapped out of me. Oh no. Alright, so somewhere around here are fuses. I don't know what was with my mouse. Why my screen was just spiraling, spinning. After searching around the fuses on this floor right next to this corpse, whoever the hell Sergeant Nikitin is, Nikitin, and I have no idea which one of these is supposed to take a fuse, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to put it in the sparking one. I'm just gonna do that. Because, who's ever heard of sticking a fuse in a fried system? Oh, neat. Oh. Can I move the fuses around? No? Pretty sure he spawned in. Everybody's getting up, huh? There. I have no use for these. Grenades might as well be filled with. Howdy, Skipper. How many more of you are gonna get up? Since you were so kind to play dead. Hooray, that's open. Find connection. Launch the observatories. Okay. Raspy's not here right now, and our character ain't gonna answer. Never mind. Somebody is here. Alright, back downstairs I go real quick. Yeah, this is open now. So this is an operation suite of some kind. I didn't expect that. Yeah. There's a joke that could be made, but I'm not going to. Well, already, I guess I'm going back upstairs. Howdy. Don't want to talk to me, huh? Oh, you're important. I can't shoot you. I was trying. Either that or he's an illusion. I know double tapping zombies while they're dead ain't gonna save me anything, but meh. Alright, so I reloaded a little ways back because after you cross that door, it magically and mysteriously, for whatever reason, the game developers decided to lock it. And I also must be tired and just aggravated from this game right now because, yeah, the instructions I needed, they're right here. So, yeah, I'm just, of course, now I don't know if I need to go outside to make sure that this is cleared of obstructions before I start moving stuff, or if I can go upstairs and it'll be safe. I don't know, because it says find the damn instructions, and then I found the damn instructions. Just clear the rails. But I don't think I'll be able to do that once I'm locked in here. But it doesn't say there's anything optional left to do, so I don't think I need to clear the rails. You know, I'll be back. Alrighty, I went outside, I cleared the tracks. Turns out there was a chimera sleeping on them. Still the easiest mutant to fight.
I saw his Yardov yesterday. Dead, ghastly, decomposing. As he walked around the corner, he passed me by with a blank stare. Didn't even look at me. Then the next morning he strode past me again, alive and well, and greeted me as if nothing had happened. Not a trace of decay. I checked the center. It's powered down. It was off yesterday too. What does this imply? Do these illusions continue after the BBC is shut down? Have we made them too tangible? Or perhaps the issue lies with me. And I'm seeing things that don't exist.
All right, I'm back to where I was. Is this thing launches up here, I guess. Yeah, go ahead, do that. It ain't gonna hurt me much. And then this thing activates magically.
Attention, the launch of the mirror was successful. All research personnel, please proceed to your seats.
All right, so that's what I missed going on up here.
Thank you for establishing a secure connection. I was able to retrieve the information you requested. The Controller Project was responsible for the creation of phantoms as part of its research into induced illusions. However, all related data is highly classified and never went public. Fortunately, we have a list of the scientists involved in the project. If any of them are alive and in the zone, you may be able to get your information straight from the horse's mouth, as it were.
Do you know anyone on that list?
Regrettably, no. But I know someone who could assist you. Richter. He used to be a guide, but now his work mostly revolves around finding people. He's just the man you need.
This Richter guy's all over the place. Seems to know everyone in the zone. Where do you know him from?
If not for him, Scar and I wouldn't be working together right now. I was interested in meeting him, and Richter arranged it. I wouldn't recommend someone unless I was certain of their competence. Richter knows his way around the zone. If anyone from this list is still here, he'll track them down for you.
Do you know where I can find Richter?
When he's not busy with his clients, he usually frequents the 100 Rods bar in Rostock. Try looking for him there. You can ask our guide. He'll help you find your way there.
All right, so I'm pretty sure this wasn't supposed to activate till I hit this button. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't really know. Why are we acting like we don't know who Richter is or how to get a hold of Richter? We know Richter. We should be able to just call him. Why do we need a guide? Why do we need to know that he's at the 100 Rads bar? We can just call him. We know Richter. He's kind of one of our friends for some odd reason. I don't know why he's one of our friends, but he's one of our friends.
My initial hypothesis is confirmed. The Psi influence within the ranges in which we operate at the center doesn't entirely cease even after a complete shutdown. We'll continue with the experiments on induced illusions, but all participants will receive specialized recovery medications from now on. Moreover, we are developing an emergency security system to shut down the station if the Psi influence within its range exceeds acceptable levels. Professor Razumovsky has been transferred to the mainland and won't be participating in further research at this facility. I'm hopeful for his eventual recovery.
I don't know why that fuse box down there required a second fuse. I don't know where the second fuse comes from. I don't know why this activated on its own. I don't know a lot of things other than the only thing I can assume is game bugs. So, yeah, I'm going to continue on from here. I'll be back. Oh no, game bugs. Oh no. This game's gonna drive me to drink. I need to do some research. I will be back. Alrighty, Stalker bugs are back. As far as I can tell from the videos I've watched online and the research that I've been doing, when you kill the controller, this thing pretty much just seems to fire off for everybody automatically. And then it basically bumps into the sleeping Chimera out here, and it halts everything, and you've got to come out and kill the Chimera. Chimera hops off the tracks, you kill the Chimera, you go back up, you hit the button, it does its download. Like normal, some people are getting the same thing I am, which is launch the observatory's primary installation, or clear the tracks after they've done that, and this is cleared, but it still wants the tracks cleared. I don't know how to fix this, I don't know what to do, all I know is it's still not flagging properly, so I'm gonna go see if Richter is in Rostock, and if he's not over here, one of the recommendations people said is to download the UE tools and basically force this quest to finish and force that quest to start. So depending on what I come across and how aggravated I get, I may very well be implementing a basically the UE tool / cheat setup just so I can start bypassing the game quests when they bug the hell out, because even after almost 700 bug fixes, shit is still broken in Stalker 2. So I'll be back.
Raspy's gone dark. Do we head in or wait a little longer? Just hold on. We've got a little time left. Why does he always want to play the fucking scouts? Strelok warned us against going in alone. Once he gets back, we're gonna remind him about how the customer's always right.
Well, it's a good thing that as of late I've been saying hang on, I'll be back, and then I just keep recording and delete the portion that I don't use in my videos, like the entire jog back to Rostock, just in case conversations randomly start up. So Straylock was just mentioned.
Everyone stay put.
Vlad Screamer. Yeah, Straylock was just mentioned and other things, and don't even have a helmet, asshole. How are you blocking bullets? So Straylock's back in town somewhere. Oh yeah, I gotta turn in this quest. And then I'll go back to Rostock. Alright, let's turn this quest in.
What have you got there?
Blizzard was on the verge of being mauled by a bloodsucker, so I had to step in. Stalker's alive and well. I believe he'll be in touch soon.
That's fantastic news. I hope he makes it to Malachite safely. The samples he was after will aid us in developing new anticoagulants. Thank you for your valuable contribution to science. Well, I don't have any other work for you.
Victoria, come in. Can you hear me? The data from the field lab at the vehicle station. Ever since the emission, there are anomalies all over the place. I need help.
Skiff, please hold on. I know you've already done a great deal, but Trachuk wouldn't bother me without good reason. I'm deeply concerned about him. Something must have gone awry during his research. I'm not entirely sure what Trachuk was working on, but he once hinted that it could revolutionize life in the zone. Help him, please.
Sounds like the emissions did what they're supposed to do in this game, which is they reorganize and move and redeploy anomalies all over the zone, meaning that once a path you thought was safe is no longer safe. And they also change up the variety that's all over the place, so where you thought there was a burner anomaly, now there's a whirligig. Where there was a whirligig, now there's an acid anomaly. Which is what I wish the emissions did, like radiophobia, or anomaly, or gamma.
All right. I'll get to the bottom of this.
I don't know what kind of trouble Trachuk is in, but it sounds pretty serious. Be careful out there.
Sounds like he's caught up in an anomaly field. Alright, now that I'm inventory cleared, where is Tarchuk? Ah, he's down here. The Energia vehicle station. Well, I guess I'll head that way next. Alrighty. Back in Snork territory and heading over to this side quest before I head into Rorstock. To see if my well, my game will fire off correctly. Oh hey, this door's open now. Yeah, I thought there were bubble anomalies in here. Nope. Another eye marker. There's our scientist. I have a feeling I went through the wrong door. Alrighty, so I've got to go outside and around.
Your skiff, right? Vicky, Professor Doroshenko said you would come. I really appreciate your help. So I left the flash drive in the field lab on the second floor of the vehicle station. I had to hide from an emission. When I came back, the station was full of anomalies. That drive contains priceless data. It took months to gather it all. I tried to get it myself and nearly died. I need the help of a skilled stalker. Will you do it?
What kind of data were you gathering?
It was a standard procedure. We were measuring anomalous energy levels over the course of an emission. It's white noise and static, usually. But I detected something strange once. What I'm saying is the data is unique, Skiff. So please help me get it back.
Okay. Doesn't sound too hard. You wait here, I'll bring you your flash drive.
Thank you. Vicky went to so much trouble procuring the necessary equipment for our observations.
Alright, now do I go back inside? Yeah, these big, bad, scary anomalies that are placed so haphazardly around. They wouldn't be a threat to anyone. I got stuck on, oh, an I-beam. All better. Yeah, I better grab that.
Tlanchuk, this is Trickster. Come in. I'm at the meeting point. Waiting for you with the data. Watch out for the ward. They're patrolling the area.
The hell's the generator powering? Is it just a light? I guess he's gone. Hey, yep. Oh, he moved.
Careful, Stalker. Tlanchuk told us everything. We know you have the flash drive. Give it to us, and you're free to go. No, no! They'll steal my walk! Skiff, don't do it!
Shut up! Hand over the flash drive, Stalker.
If I don't want it.
I'm not handing
Or what if I don't
over
wanna?
anything.
Suit yourself. Gluya, fire!
He still got it off.
It's gonna blow!
Yeah, maybe in a scientific suit, but mine's better than yours.
I feel sick. This is a nightmare. Please, give me the flash drive. Trickster is waiting for me.
Who's this Trickster guy? I heard him over the radio.
He's my contact in Spark. I asked him for help to hide the data. I suspect that some of my colleagues work for the ward. If they find out what's on this flash drive, they'll take it from me and classify it.
Okay, I get why this flash drive is so important to you, but why would the ward want it?
This data isn't just a set of zeros and ones, Skiff. I've determined that every emission carries a piece of information from the noosphere, and I've learned to read it, so to speak. I've only managed to process a fragment of this colossal data set, but even so, I learned things. Horrible things. Things I wish I didn't know. Imagine what could happen if this information gets to the ward. It's too terrifying for words.
That's information I would like to know about by any chance. Okay, what if I say the reward price just went up?
Sounds like valuable data. So it's gonna cost you extra.
But Vicky said she handled the financial stuff. Oh, I see. Yeah, I've heard that you stalkers aren't exactly the altruistic sort. Fine, I'm sending you the coupons, and let's be done with it.
Hooray!
You should speak to Victoria. I'll tell her how you helped us. But I have to get in touch with Trickster first. I think we should change our meeting place.
Alright, I'm gonna make my way up to Rarstock. And, really, really hope this quest fires off before I have to, I'll get the UE editor involved. I'll be back. Alright, let's see if he's here. Hey, Richter's here! Okay.
Here's the Polovin. No clinking glasses on this one.
He seemed like a decent dude. We were just having a few drinks, and then he glanced at his PDA and turned into a different person. You rat snatched what's stock from us, he yelled. And now you're doing it again. I was just trying to get him out of here, trying to calm him down. And then he pulled his gun out, and... So...
Yeah, nothing on that, huh? Okay. How about you, Richter?
You want to chat?
I need to find some people. Ozerski mentioned you might be able to help me with that.
You're making some friends, I see. Ozerski is a man with a heart of gold. When he's not being pain in the ass, anyway.
You seem pretty popular yourself. Are you some kind of recruiter? Bringing folks to Strider, mingling with scientists, cozying up to Scar. And you keep popping up wherever I go, too.
Must be the zone's will. Nah, there's a plenty of recruiters here without me. By the way, there's that stalker who showed up after the signal, Strelok. Ever heard of him? He's a legend around here. I hear he's putting together a new crew. He doesn't like what's going on in the zone and he wants to shake things up.
Oh, you're a recruiter for Strelok.
What happened to his old crew?
I could tell you they found lots of rare artifacts, left for the mainland, and lived happily ever after. But in reality, not everyone made it back from their trip to the Monolith.
What's Strelok up to? What's his plan?
That's something you gotta ask the man himself. And if he doesn't trust you enough, you'll never find out. Strelok is the type who keeps his plans to himself.
Yeah, but the real question is this the Strelok that I played in Shadow of Chernobyl? Who had lost all his memories, had complete amnesia, slowly regained an understanding of who he was, learned that he was Strelok, but he wasn't Strelok because of his amnesia and shit, and became a different person? Or is this going to be a Strelok that returned to being the original Strelok and then lost his frigging mind like Scar did?
How can I find this Strelok guy?
Nah. I might have said too much already. Either the zone's gonna help you, or Strelok will find you himself. But I don't think you two would hit it off right now. As long as you and Scar keep looking for the Shining Zone, you better stay away from Strelok. He doesn't trust or cooperate with anyone. Can you really blame him?
Well, considering Scar tried to kill him once upon a time. And I technically don't trust anyone. I still don't trust you. I don't know why I trust you as well as I trust you, or why I had to ask other people how to find you when I should have been able to call you on the radio.
There are no trustworthy people in the zone. Strelok's got that right. Looking for allies is a waste of time. Speaking of which, do you know anyone on this list?
I know one of them, Dvupalov. He's a real grump when he's sober, which thankfully isn't often. He's usually holed up in his old hideout and doesn't entertain visitors. If you want to talk to him, you'll need to bring him a collar from a mutant. He used to do some research with the collars and now he just collects them. Talk about sentimental.
Is this the type of collar Dvupalov collects?
Wow! You've certainly been around the zone if you've managed to find one. You're shaping up to be quite the stalker. Now that you have the collar, you're good to head to Dvupalov's hideout. I'll send you the coordinates. If he asks you for a password, the answer is leash. Remember, if the professor offers you a drink, don't turn it down. It'll make the conversation smoother. But don't try to outdrink him either. You won't stand a chance.
I mean, there are people that trust in the zone. I just haven't really found any, except for maybe the starting Stalker village. And maybe Strider. But at this point in time, this game and its storyline is already all over the place. I might as well just stay that and maybe sort of entice Strelok out of hiding. I might as well see Strelok's side as well and see whether or not I'm going to be like, oh yeah, this is written poorly too. He's completely and utterly batshit insane to the highest order and degree.
See ya.
Like, not even a logical level of insanity. He's just insane. And somehow he's got an entire team working with him who do not judge his insanity whatsoever. Like our thespian Scar. And his wonderful acting skills, and how his But he doesn't judge any of that. He must have them all really well wound and just trusting.
Did you hear? Now I gotta sit here and wait for duty to storm in, take Rostock back, and execute me as a traitor. But for the moment, it's mostly just threats. And I've still got work to do. So, what's your poison?
I feel like I'm missing something, and I shouldn't be speed clicking through these, just trying to get past their starting conversations so that I can trade with them. I feel like there's something going on. By the sounds of it, Duty's making a return. And I don't know why either. I'm gonna talk to the doctor and the arena guy real quick and see what they have to say.
I just persuaded Pike to listen to his body and reduce his tobacco and alcohol consumption. Then they brought him in with 3 bullet holes after a run-in with Duty. He barely held on for half an hour. I don't understand why everyone here seems so eager to die. What could be more valuable than life?
All the things that are required to fuel life.
Come here, bro. Don't be shy.
Okay, so you have nothing to say. So now I've got to Freedom Group, Bandit Base, Arena. I don't much care for arenas. Oh! The roofed warehouse. So that's where he is. Well, no wonder I couldn't get in. Well, that explains quite a bit. I should probably go over here and actually explore this in its entirety and get the collar out of there, but the longer I play, the more of this I just find I can't be bothered to do it. If it actually led to any interesting or intelligent outcomes, I might be willing to do it, but I mean, nowadays it's just a lot of busy work. Kind of like these stashes that are so prevalent across my entire frigging screen, and even up here in Pripyat. They don't really contain anything or have anything of value or interest. They're mostly just, hey, look, more vodka and med kits, which I've got plenty of. All right, I'll be back. Let us officially see if this button works.
What do I want?
The leash.
Come on in, and don't drag your feet.
You know, it'd be really interesting if when I first found this, I could have hit that and the same thing would have played out, but I wouldn't have known the password and he would have told me to go to hell. And then later on, I'd have come back and he'd have wondered who the hell I was and why I was back, and I'd have said the leash and he'd have questioned it and then let me in. Instead of just leaving the player guessing and confused as to what this whole area is and whether or not it pertains to any kind of quest.
If you only got one, don't expect a big payout.
Of course, I've only got one. I haven't felt a need or a reason to go find the other ones.
Where are your manners? Where do you think you're going, Stalker?
This dude's actually questioning me. I don't even want the reds anymore. I'm surprised. The first one I've had that's kind of sort of questioned me, but nope, he's not really questioning me anymore, so I can only assume he has that limitation on his AI. I might as well talk to him. That's the way I came in. He's over here. Cob knot? I don't know what the hell. Maybe that just says pot.
Hand it over. You're new around here, aren't you? Or have I just forgotten you? I had an assistant I'll never forget. Nightingale. It was a delight to work with and a great drinking buddy. It's a shame he's gone. Think you can fill his shoes?
I wasn't planning to. I'm here about...
I know what you're here about. The first ones in the house. But we'll enjoy it right here on the spot. You can fetch the bottle from my lab. It's just down the hall.
It wasn't even 14 grand. I wasn't even given the option to say yay or nay. I just have to go do this now, huh? Player agency just goes right out the window in certain areas. You can make all these choices, but then you can't make all these choices. If I don't want to drink the strange alcohol, and if I don't want to hang out with the boozer in his rusty still.
You couldn't find it. Bottles tend to vanish into thin air around here. Must be yet another one of the zone's little wonders. Come on, take a seat. I have got a spare one.
I kind of like his voice actor. Magic vodka. Magic vodka, magic vodka, magic, 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 magic. Increase hunger, weak, psi protection. Wow. Wasn't really expecting him to give me shit over not finding a bottle, considering I'm just exploring, looking, searching. This is a rather basic distillation process. He doesn't have nearly as much going on here that would be required to actually distill alcohol properly and make it not toxic. Like, if he's just got a single boiler and condenser setup, like, I don't know a whole lot about distillation, but usually there's a bit more to it than just, well, I mean, he could be collecting the first distillation, but I don't see a secondary setup. I don't know. Somebody in the comments will probably fill me in on all that. You know, when my community gets bigger. And people finally start feeling like chit-chatting. He's just got normal vodka over here.
All right. Let's sample the goods. Let's have one. And then we can talk about what, where, and how much. Here's to the start of our partnership.
Yeah, what the hell, I'm already in, might as well.
All right. Here's to our partnership.
Not even a flinch, huh? That sort of bravado is gonna impress me. When you're drinking, you've gotta put your heart into it. So, where are we? How about another one?
Am I drinking pure ethanol? Methanol? Sure, what the hell, let's see what happens.
Let's toss another one back.
You're definitely not a grad student. That's a good thing. About those scholars, Leave them out next time. The shop's closed. What's the point of stocking up on collars if I don't have a leash? It was a promising project, sure. But it's time to bid it farewell. Bottoms up, Stalker.
Yeah, I don't like where this is going, but...
What project are you talking about?
I told ya, Project Leash. The Mutant Control Project. They cooked up all sorts of freaks, then tried to make gadgets to boss them around and zap them remotely if things get out of hand. As you know, they fucked up the later parts. When the project got shelved, those colored mutants were supposed to die peacefully in their cages, not run amok in the zone spooking stalkers. So much for a promising project. But I suppose promises are made to be broken. How about a drink to that stalker?
Let's have another one. Sure.
To abstract thinking.
Artyom would be proud.
If man is the measure of all things, then the measure of a man is 3 shots of this magic vodka. So go ahead, ask your questions while I'm feeling charitable.
How do you destroy phantoms and defeat someone who can create induced illusions?
Seen double, eh? You probably just had some bad vodka. Try some of mine. It's good for more than just keeping radiation at bay.
When I saw the man who created those phantoms, I was stone cold sober.
Ha ha ha, and I was stone cold sober when I saw evidence that it was impossible. But who am I to forbid you from living in a world of illusions? If you're really so eager, drag your ass to X5. That's where the whole 3-ring circus used to be. Try to find a blueprint for the suppressor. It's out to help you. I'm all out of vodka anyway. Come on. I'll give you the key card for the lab.
Should not have stood up.
Colors were a crude instrument. The suppressors, on the other hand, they were designed to dampen abilities of a fine nature. Now, where did I put it?
Usually when you stand up, alcohol hits all at once.
Just some junk. Ah, look, a pickle. I'll save it for later. Fuck, where are you up to? The artifact just popped out of the stair. Grab this, Stalker.
That... Okay. Now I'm interested. Come here, you. You're mine. Compass? What are you? You had an artifact pop out of his still? What the hell did I just pick up? A crystal thorn. Oh, is he distilling with artifacts? Okay, I might be wildly entertained now.
Why, you're light on your feet, Stalker. You can hang on to this one. You've earned it. You went after the artifact like a bullet from a gun. Seems like I gave the keycard for X5 to Sherpa after all. That's why I hate teetotalers. The bastard must have caught me in a good mood. Anyway, if you want the suppressor, you need to talk to that boring grad student yourself. He's over in Agroprom, staying close to X5. And now for the fourth choice, the happiest of them all.
Ah, so I'm heading over to Agroprom now. See, goofy shit like that, that's Stalker.
Oh, good. This is my blissful plan of experiment. Here comes oblivion. You, whippersnappers, should stay away from all this. Nothing good ever comes of it. And never will.
Alright, so the voice acting's been kind of good on this. Like, he's actually kind of having to think and form his sentences while inebriated.
So why did you collect those collars anyway?
They're the only thing I have left to remind me of all my future scientific endeavors. Sentimentality, a quirk of human nature. Who can really say? Anyway, here's to leaving sentimentality behind.
You're the first Project X scientist I've met who's still alive. I'm curious to hear about it firsthand.
Believe me, those men of great learning would rather not have my tongue tarnish their legacy. So I'm more than willing to do exactly that.
All right.
Here's the scoop. Project X was a bunch of charlatans. And I was the most shameless one of them all. How's that for a revelation?
You used to work with phantoms. Tell me about the ability to create them.
I used to work on lots of things. Including that one, yeah. What can I say? It didn't pan out. Turns out, not a single subject was capable of controlling even a paltry ability like this.
What was the purpose of the controller project?
Producing one failure after another. No, really, the project was meant to put the abilities of mutants to good use. But can we truly blame mindless creatures for their actions? Those in charge should have known right from the start that nothing could be changed. When you try to fix someone else's mistakes, you only end up making new ones.
Well, I guess that's that.
Move your ass already.
I like the fact he was distilling moonshine with an anti-rad artifact. It's kind of funny. Alright, I still got it, right? Yep, I lost the bottle, didn't even get to drink it, but... Oh well. So I'm going back to Agroprom, huh? Good news is, it's right above me. Well, I wanted to return to Agroprom. Wasn't able to earlier because it was mission locked, but... we can do it now. Can I get back in? Well, fine. I don't want to drink anymore anyways. Shouldn't have been drinking on an empty stomach. It would have been funny as hell. Oh man, it would have been so problematic if he would have been able to sample the weird water. He'd have been the only one who could do it. But it probably would have destroyed the weird water. that actually could have been like a funny little thing that they could have added for the weird water. Like, no one else can drink it, but that guy samples it and he's like, he's like, that's bitchin'. And then he gives it back to you. Or he could modify it and make it, you know, lose the drunken effect. That'd be kind of neat. All right, I'll be back. Oh, there's a door. I should have been paying attention. Oh. I don't remember this being open before. No, don't mind if I diddly do. I need to take a bath.
I ask you to vacate the premises. I'm occupying it and there's nothing here to take.
Calm down, Sherba. Vupalov sent me.
Is the professor doing okay? He didn't succumb to intoxication from that poison of his, did he? Its alcohol by volume is nearing pure ethanol. Not to mention the anomalous component. What a fall from grace. A great scientist resorting to making vodka.
Yeah, I did mention ethanol slash methanol slash, well, he was distilling with that.
Why do you even bother helping Vupalov?
How can I stand by and watch a scientist of his caliber kill the few brain cells he has left? He has invaluable knowledge and skills, the kind that are not taught at Malachite, especially nowadays. The professor has no right to go down this path.
Tell me about Vupalov. So he's a great scientist?
Professor Dvupalov is a brilliant mind hailing from the Project X era, the mastermind behind the Controller Project. He used to bring science to new heights. Now the only thing he can bring is a glass toward his lips. He's disenchanted with his life's work, you see? Nothing ever changes. If only the professor had taken a moment to peruse my notes instead of selling vodka.
Yeah, maybe because he learned some humility.
Dvupalov sent me to get the key card for X5. I'm looking for the Phantom Suppressor.
It took Dvupalov a whole 6 months just to remember my name while I served him food every day. And now he tells you about the card right away? Did you drink with him or something?
It's tough to avoid having a drink with him.
That stuff is pure poison. All right, I'll give you the card. It's too risky for me in there anyway. But you've got to promise me that you'll search X5 for any papers related to the Controller Project and bring them back to me.
Since I'm headed to X5, tell me about the lab.
Until recently, no one even knew it existed. The research there was classified, and the lab had been mothballed for quite some time. Then Duty did some cleanup with heavy explosives there, and found hidden levels beneath Agroprom. I used certain informal channels to reach out to the professor. That's how I found out it was an old mutant research lab. I can't even begin to fathom what's going on in there right now.
Is that before or after Duty had Scar set off explosives or go down there and flood the entire area?
Why do you want those papers?
I tried to convince Professor Dvupalov that I'm a worthy successor to his great work, but all I received from him was a couple of his drafts, one of which had been used as a food wrapper. I'm talking about research that could etch our names into history. Since the professor doesn't seem to recognize it, I'll take it upon myself to finish the job for him.
Tell me what you know about the Controller Project.
The Controller Project did involve some research on phantoms, but its main objective was to develop specimens modified with both biological and technological enhancements. Unlike their mutant predecessors, which were impossible to keep in their cages, these were meant to be trained as soldiers to protect Project X personnel. Can you imagine? Not even Circa is attempting anything like that nowadays. They haven't even managed to create a single new specimen.
So they were trying to develop human psychics.
Hand me that key card, and I'll see what I can do about your papers.
All right. It's not like I've got much of a choice. But keep those papers in mind, Stalker. You'll need to head all the way down, but if you're willing to do the job, I'll make it worth your while. I'll go check on the professor in the meantime. Seems like every time I look away, he's got a new drinking buddy.
At least he keeps things interesting. Alright, so how do I get back into the Agroprom Catacomb / X5? Well, that wasn't an original way into the X5. I miss having night vision. Yeah, no, this wasn't an original way down. No, they moved the entrance point. I see what you did, developers. Smart. So they moved it from over here to here. We'll put the entire underground passage over here, and so they shifted it this way. Yep. I see what you did. They must have realized it was better to shift everything over, make it look a little bit more intelligent than just a random hole out in the middle of nowhere. This is not filled with that electrical anomaly anymore. But it is filled with electrical anomalies. And that's completely caved in. Well, should be a couple of bloodsuckers down here if they're following the same patterns. No, there are snorks down here this time. Howdy. Missed the shotgun point blank. It's pretty impressive even for me. Too dark. Can't see him. Sounds like a bloodsucker down here. Wonder if Straylock's stash is still down here. tube. They put a fence up right here. That's odd. They put a fence up, but they dug through a concrete wall. A rebar reinforced concrete wall. Army of rats, though. Yuck. No, that didn't go very far. Still worked, kind of. That's Duty. What is Duty doing down here? Yep. I'm not wholeheartedly surprised by that. Okay. Let's try this. I really do wish there was a proper / intelligent way of aiming this damn thing. Some kind of field sights instead of just aiming it as high as he can every time. Like it's a launcher. I could see the sights on the side of the gun. At least the shotgun's somewhat reasonable because at least it adheres to the laser sight. Kind of. That is a bloodsucker. Did they completely just... Straylock stash has got to be down here somewhere. Alright, so they were forcibly bringing people in and heavily sedating them. I am way off the beaten path for the original. You bitch. Oh, sleepy time? What the hell's that all about? Above me or down here with me? I mean, that's neat. I can't see him to combat him. You fall down the hole? What the hell was that noise? So these are viewing cells. Well, holding cells with viewing from above. Here, radio. Still a controller around here somewhere. Still a snork around here somewhere. Lots of rats around here somewhere. There they are. What are the odds? Not looking very good. Well, it kind of sort of took care of them. Well enough that they're no longer a threat. Alright, well, I guess up to the centralized area. Still a controller in here somewhere. Poltergeist. The controller replaced by a poltergeist. No, that I don't want the med kit. No, seriously, where'd the controller go? So this looks oddly homey. Yeah, someone's still living here, someone's still frequenting.
You're having trouble sleeping too, I see. Let's get started early today. We're going to explore how your brain responds to metaphors and imagery. Empathy and abstract thinking. Those are the traits that separate us from simple beasts. And there, what separates you from the other mutants? In theory, at least. I rummaged through my library and came across something that suits our circumstances perfectly. I hope you won't mind a little poetry. Not backwards, forwards is the spirit side. This moment now alone is our delight.
So somebody obviously took really well to the controller program. Holding cages. Uh-oh. 30 seconds or something, I wasn't reading. Outbreak of self-harm. Makes sense. Huh.
Any documents in the control room should be off limits to assistance. Last week, someone took the suppressor manually yet again, jeopardizing a scheduled experiment. This is not the first case of negligent handling of crucial Project X documentation. This matter needs to be addressed at once.
Yeah, unfortunately. Doesn't sound like their controller program was going very well. Well, it did with someone. But everything else was, pretty borked. Well, I guess I need to go back upstairs. Yeah, I thought that opened. There's already any of these open. So they had an ungodly high mortality rate amongst the controller subjects. So the farther out they got, the longer it took to kill them with the collars, but it still worked. Isn't anything else in these, right? That's just a standard flesh. Pretty sure the yellow's a dead giveaway. There are a lot of corpses down here. There is something big in here. Mutant mosh pit. I'm glad I didn't jump down. Hey, go ahead, you can do that all you want. It ain't really gonna affect me much. Especially this asshole's still hiding around a corner. Yeah, that was neat. Oh, don't worry, game. I know it crashed. Alright, since I'm back. Let's do this. Actually, since he just spawns in up there. Yep. Yeah. All right. I don't even want to collect the dog tail anymore. Suppressor blueprint. Does it show it in? No, it does not show it in here. I did bring him magic vodka. What the hell with it.
Have you seen the reports? Faust is a work of art. It's a shame so Pablo won't get to appreciate it. From what I have observed, he's more than a work of art. He hasn't ceased to amaze us since he was connected to the Monolith network. Faust opts to encourage the fighters, to inspire them, rather than relying on his control abilities. He's not just a soldier, he's a general. Yes, you make a good point. Remind me, where are the blueprints for the suppressor?
Oh, so that's why Faust is not affected by the Monolith system. He's both a controller and he was connected to it normally. He wasn't indoctrinated or enthralled. He was connected from the beginning. So that explains why he's still somewhat... That explains why he's still Faust. He's not like the others who were stalkers that were forcibly brought in. That's actually kind of neat. What's up here? So that explains why Faust has been trying to hear the signal of the monolith. It's been with him since he was a child. It's been with him since they experimented on him. Yeah, I figured as much. Did they steal Paxton Fettel from the Fear games? Is that what they've made Faust? He's Paxton Fettel. He's not in control of an army of clones, but he's just in control of... Looks like I'm going lower. I should be going back into the original. Yep. You know what, the hell with it. I've got these. Hand grenades really do just suck ass. How the developers broke those so ungodly bad, I have no idea. But I'm starting to understand why everybody pretty much sells their hand grenades. So, yep, I'm back in the original tunnel network. This is very much the original Agroprom tunnels. Yep. Which means Straylock's stash is just up ahead. Which is what I'm far more interested in. Only I could see them. The hell with it. I'm just gonna battle charge my way down a hallway. That's Straylock's stash. I'll check that in a second. I just want to see if there's still the doorway down here. Or if it's all caved in. Ooh. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Tell me how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel, Rads. Go ahead. You have no power here. Aye. Alright, let's go up in here. Now, this area is supposed to be booby-trapped by Straylock, so I can't imagine it's not going to be again. Yep. Door's open this time. Yeah, I wish I Yeah, I wish I knew what any of that said. You know what are the odds this is the way out? No, it's not. Spitfire. Straylock's PDA. Hey, finally.
My head. Fuck. I can't let history repeat itself. Today's March 3rd, 2017. You're Straylock. You used to work at Circa, but you quit and tried to sabotage X-11. You failed. Escape to the mainland. Go into hiding. Then come back and make sure those bastards can't complete Project X.
English what now? You're Straylock. You used to work at Circa, but you quit and tried to sabotage X-11. You failed. Escape to mainland, go into hiding, then come back and complete Project X. (2006) was Straylock's timeline. Well, before he returned to being Straylock, he was just Stalker, and then became Straylock again, kind of, sort of. But then he started working at Circa? He stopped being a Stalker and became a Circa employee? But then he tried to sabotage X-11, and then he went to the mainland. But then he's coming back. But why's he gotta announce that he's Straylock? Or did something happen? Whatever. Or did his memories fully return as being Straylock, and that overwrote the new identity he had based on Monolith and the player choices in the first game? He returned to being just straight up Straylock. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Most likely my problem is the same problem I always have. I'm putting way too much thought into this when... no one else does. Which is usually my problem. I play games, I get into the lore, I get into the ideas and the world and everything behind it, and then I start putting ideas together, and then I realize that developers and development has changed, and nothing's ever the same, and I end up overthinking everything. Wow. I'm starting to be killed by enemies instead of myself by jumping into anomalies. I must be I might need to be taking a break. It's starting to get into a weird world of apathy. Kill 50 enemies through obstacles. No one in the zone is safe. Yeah, I keep forgetting we can penetrate through stuff. Not really something I've ever thought about before, is shooting through environmental blockers. There he is. I guess using AP ammo would make sense. So Straylock went to the center of the zone, killed the sea consciousness, which is the canon ending, and then he joined Circa. From what I can understand. And then he rebelled against Circa, probably when he realized Circa was, I don't know, trying to manipulate the zone in ways he probably didn't agree with. And now Straylock is just doing things. It's weird that Straylock's just letting Scar run around. Alright, will there be a controller popping up behind me? Well, just in case. Just in case. It'll either be in front of me or behind me. I guess not. All right, so this will lead up and up. No, stop that. This has been uncovered finally. Alrighty, and I'm back up in here. Well, I should go see if this guy has anything to say. Oh, he actually did go to check on the doctor, so I'll probably turn in all that information at the doctor then. Well, then I will definitely be back when I'm over there. Because, yeah, I was not expecting that. Oh, the door's just wide open, is it? What if I push the button?
To let it go, huh? I was worried. Haven't you been following the news? The zone's going to hell.
All news has been the same since the Garden of Eden. After that, it's just humanity repeating itself.
You're sloshed again, Professor. What about science?
It's pointless. Ever since they invented alcohol distillation.
Nah. Alright, well, I heard what I could.
The Stalker, he's back. Those papers I mentioned, do you have them?
Where are your manners, young man? You won't even offer a man a shit and pour him a cold one?
Here. I don't want to be anywhere near these things.
This is... Yes! This is it! At last!
There's nothing exciting in there anyhow. I've told you before, young man. if even my own work can end in failure?
Faust wasn't exactly a failure, in a way. Haven't you heard? He tapped into the X network, brought the Monolith back, and caused a bloodbath all over the zone.
So he's your project? The abilities you incorporate?
Shut up! I knew I was right all along. So that bunch of old farts in pots haven't given up on my research. Hooking him up to the Monolith was a stroke of genius.
So was the Monolith its own voice, or was Faust the voice of the Monolith? Because the Monolith was the wish granter. It brought stalkers in, gave them a number of different things, usually ending up in death, but more often than not was able to brainwash them and turn them into Monolith, which then believed they were answering to the Monolith and the sea consciousness, and Faust was, I guess, their general because of his latent control, or because of his controller abilities. But was he the voice of the Monolith, or was he just somebody in the background? And when we hooked everything up to the Project X network, which we shouldn't have done, we stupidly allowed them to rehook up the X network because, you know, we got ourselves almost enthralled by the Monolith 2.0. That rehook up Faust to the network and then give him the ability to reassert control over Monolith. Because when all hell broke loose in Circa, we heard what was originally the Monolith voice telling them to come to him. So is that why everything is making a hell of a bloodbath beeline to the Duga? Because Faust did what I said earlier, he's become the new wish granter. Or he believed the wish granter was the god, but he's been the voice of it this entire time.
Thanks for those papers. They're a treasure worth all the years I spent at Malachite. We'll stay in touch. I've got grand plans for the future.
I mean, psychic soldiers technically wouldn't be a bad thing. Technically, anybody having...
And I told them that the only way to create a true controller is to preserve his capacity to think, to feel, and make decisions. Sure, right now the choices he's making don't align with what the Ward, the NDST, or anyone else had in mind. But I did succeed.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. But the problem with having that free will and stuff means that he can change. You need to have him indoctrinated into whatever your ideals are and hope he never... more to think about.
Who is Faust now? What have you turned him into?
We granted him the abilities of a controller mutant. But I'm convinced that Faust has retained his humanity. See, there's no more Project X, no C consciousness, no MDST to protect. He wasn't being directed by a program. He initiated this of his own free will. I believe the Monolith became an idea to him. Give a man an idea he can grasp, and he'll do much more than he would ever do cursed. I've always said that it works better than any leash.
Never were truer words ever spoken. If you give somebody an ideal or an idea they can believe in wholeheartedly, they will march to hell and back for it. If the thing about control is, if you can control people and make them believe that they're doing it of their own free will, they will never turn against you. If you take free will from people, they will turn against you. But if you make them give it up willingly, or for an ideal, or for safety, or for anything, if they do it willingly, you will have absolute control over them. That is the best way to gain control over anyone. Make them give it up themselves willingly.
Why did you create Faust?
The mutants turned out to be far too unpredictable, useless, and downright dangerous. The aim was to mold them into obedient soldiers. The Liege had some success with more primitive tools. But I believed we were on the wrong path. The error, I thought, lay in the very design of the controllers. Without consciousness and human empathy, their Psi abilities were pitiful. Faust demonstrated this vividly, but masterful tools necessitate much more precise fine-tuning.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. The most we've seen with the controllers is they basically just blast you at a distance and they wander around mindlessly. You have human will, creativity, and ideas. Well, the ability to manipulate others is limitless.
The MDST? What's that?
The scientists from Project X who, unlike me, were eager to continue their research even after it was officially shut down. It appears they were the ones who made the controller project a reality. Officially, they had no funding or approval to proceed. However, Sea Consciousness wasn't content with merely creating the zone. They were determined to safeguard a pitiful existence. That's why they needed the Monolith, and later on, Faust and his abilities.
I found the suppressor. Can you install it?
All right. I almost forgot the reason you're here. All the work I did. It's all become meaningless. You're going to kill Faust.
A lot of people died because of him.
Were they good people? Well, then find other good people to install the suppressor. I'm not a technician. You're as much of a fool as I am if you think you can set things right. The controller project was abandoned, and yet Faust endures. Monolith disappeared, and now it has returned. Go ahead and kill Faust, Stalker. It won't change a thing. You'll see.
No, we stupidly and half-assingly brought this shit back and returned power to him. I want to fix this. There has to be a way to fix this. Devs, there has to be a way to convince him otherwise. Because this is kind of, sort of the way I wanted to see Monolith evolve. I wanted to see what they could do. But now that we know that there was more power than just the Monolith, I also want to see if Faust can be changed. There has to be a way to correct this. Also, where do I need to go? I need to go back up the Rostock. Because Monolith was completely and utterly its own, and I knew I didn't like Faust from the beginning. There was something completely and utterly odd about him, but as the game has progressed, I've started to kind of like Faust's character. It turns out he was an experiment as a child, I think maybe as a child he might have, I mean, he had toys and stuff in there. I mean, I don't know, it very well could have been an adult, but he was experimented on and turned into a controller, and basically, as I said, they've basically turned him into Paxton Fettel. He's leading an army, which explains why when I bitched in the other videos that I've made, they didn't just head north to the power plant, or they didn't head to Circa. They weren't interested in the Monolith or any of that. They headed towards the voice, which was him. All right, shit. I've got more to think about.
Those papers.
Don't let it go to your head, I'll kill you. Find a way to fix this.
Quit bugging me, you mopio.
He stood up immediately. I thought they were having a...
Thanks for the...
conversation.
I'll help you find a suppressor. What more do you want? Let a man enjoy his oblivion in peace.
You can't drink away what you've done. You can try. A lot of people have, what's the old saying? The road to hell is paved with good deeds. Science is basically that. A lot of people searching to do good and then it getting corrupted, twisted, and changed. Nuclear energy was similar, and then it erases entire areas from existence. Guns are tools, and still bad people use them, and then we blame the tool. At the end of the day, it's pretty much all the same. I'll be back. It's amazing how much this game's story has aggravated me to no end with the dumb stuff that has been done just with our character and our choices, and then they bring stuff like that and I'm like, oh, maybe there's a genuine way to make an intelligent decision. Maybe I can change Faust's ideals and, you know, bring Monolith back to heal and bring them all back to who they were. Granted, a lot of them have died, including Cores and Alphabet, a few other ones. But maybe there's a way to change Faust's ideals so he can be a proper general for all of them. But not doing what Monolith does. I don't know. Maybe things will change. Maybe as the developers develop the game more, things will change. Maybe as they put out DLCs, things will change. I don't know. So far, I'm half and half on this game's story. It's a lot I don't agree with happening that we should have been just downright able to avoid through intelligent conversation and the information we as a player have and we as the player character have. Because we know what Monolith is early on, what it does, and I've got another M700 just given to me. Game just keeps giving me guns. I don't know why. Feels like player choice is being half-assed in a lot of ways. And another M700. How many more M700s will I be given? Give me a super, thank you. I would take the super. Part of the only reason I'm carrying around Lynx right now is I'm hoping that I'll be able to take, potentially, if it comes down to it, Strider out with it. And maybe something interesting in the story will happen with that. Like, if there is a confrontation with Strider as a Monolith, maybe in his dying moments, he'll recognize his gun and the Stalker he gave it to. And he'll have some kind of peace with that. And I don't know, maybe one day the developers will watch my videos, they'll see some of my ideas and my gripes, and maybe things will change, or maybe nothing will change and come about from it, because as I said, I am just a small-time nobody on YouTube. But it would be interesting if player, you know, just comments and issues were potentially looked at and hammered out, because this game has a tremendous amount of room to continue evolving and growing and becoming something truly spectacular. Because I'd say it's good, I wouldn't say it's spectacular. I like it, but it's not something I would consider Game of the Year worthy. It's Stalker, but it's not the original 3. I don't find myself having the same hold that the originals did. And it could just be because I was young back then, and when they came out, I thought they were really neat. I'm not sure anymore. I'll keep thinking about it, keep thinking on it. Oh, and before I get into my stash, I completely stepped over this. I was given a Velis detector. So yeah, I've got one of those now. All right, let's see what the technician has to say.
You need something fixed? Well? Will your item...
Oh, I finally have a headgear slot. Oh, it increases my side protection by a lot. Okay, I dig it. I like that. I gotta find that at some point, but yeah, this is the best suit of armor I have currently, bar none. Jesus. Mixed with magic vodka side protection plus potentially one of these, I think I would be immune to most psychic attacks. I gotta go back over here, get in touch with Spark, huh? Well, I guess I'll probably end the video over there then. So I will be back. Alrighty, let's go do everything now that my inventory's been cleaned and organized.
I've got the suppressor. It should shield me from Faust's influence.
Good news for once. Can't say the same about the rest. Faust is gonna turn everyone in the zone into fanatics. And the worst is that he's got a pretty good chance. But we have a plan. Head over to the Duga. I'll tell you all about it.
Alrighty, so I guess I'm not going down to the depot. I guess I'll end the video down here. I'll be back. Well, I'm back over here at the Duga. Already got one red blip on my icon, and I see another one over there. Uh-huh. You know, I might have to pick a different sniper rifle. Lot more red blips popping. Go ahead, I guess. What the fuck? Instant death. Neat. I'm supposed to be here, right? This isn't one of them zones I'm supposed to just instantly die in, right? Like a checkpoint? Oh, he spawned in. All right. I do have the ability to aim. I know that much does exist. It got me through the rock? Maybe he's the one who sniped me earlier, even though he wasn't up there when I was in the area. Alright, let's save just in case if I die instantly in here again. Because I'm not supposed to... Yeah, there it is. Maybe I'm not supposed to be on this side. Wow. I don't think I'm supposed to be over here. I don't think I'm supposed to be over here. I think that dude would be my first, should be my first dead giveaway. Okay, yeah. You know, it says I'm supposed to be over there. Guess I'll just go around, maybe over this way and in. Seems how this guy's capable of shrugging off headshots and keeps respawning. I can only assume I'm not supposed to be here. Only thing I can think of, because I don't know where that other sniper shot's coming from or how it's eating through 100% of my body armor in one shot. Unless Faust is up here somewhere. Yeah, he spawned back in. Guess I'll just run. I don't know anymore. Maybe I'm supposed to break in from the side, or... Well, no, because I was in here already. I don't have the faintest anymore. I can't tell if this is a game bug or if I'm being messed with, or... Well, I'm not hearing any of that long-range sniper fire now. Maybe it's because I'm still moving. Is that the objective? Don't stop moving out in the open? Because I honestly have no idea. City boiler house? I have no idea why I was being instant killed over there. Yep, seems that's just an instant kill sniper. So, I don't get it. Another... What the fuck? It just keeps giving me guns. As far as I can tell, a weird design choice by GSC, and that bug needs to be fixed. I don't know what's up with that sniper. I don't know what's up with the insta-death. I don't know what's up with a lot of things going on in this game at times. If it wasn't for the fact I'm so far in, I'd be half tempted to restart,
Watch out, Stalker!
re-download all the patches and just hope for the best. Witcher? There's a Witcher here? There they are.
You alive? Get up here. Looks like the fun part's about to begin.
What do you mean, fun part? It's been a blast so far, trying to navigate the odd choices. Worrying about whether or not I'm going to get sniped because I... Infirmary. Garages. City boiler. What city am I in?
The way's blocked? Shit!
We're circle round from the northwest. They might be good at stealth, but my men are even better.
Okay, keep your heads down until the Stalker does his thing. Star's counting on you.
Okay, what am I doing?
You weren't followed, were you? We're already short on time.
Taking your ammo.
Star's in charge of the operation. He's the man to talk to. I need to concentrate.
Ouch! It hurts!
I told you not to smoke in here. Go outside, not in a building. Are you trying to ruin my surprise for those fanatics?
Oh, dang. Understood.
You just hit a dude in an exosuit because he was smoking. He ought to put you through the roof.
Oh, for fuck's sake, leave me alone.
Tasteless.
Hey, loner.
Cleric.
You're in. I hear you're quite the fighter, just like my boys. I'd love to see you in action. Oh, for fuck's sake, leave me alone.
Hi, Bob.
If you think about smoking in here, I swear I'll shoot you before this place goes up in flames.
Chinatown, I'm gonna end you.
Go bend someone else's ear.
What are with these names?
Any questions? Anytime.
Look at us. We're having a blast.
What
as long as Faust is surrounded by phantoms, we can't get to him. And the fact that he has a small army and the most powerful brain scorcher in the zone is not making it easier.
Oh yeah. You guys sure know how to throw a party.
We didn't plan this when we turned on the lesser Duga, but we can't let Faust turn the zone into zombie land. The zone bows to no one. This is gonna be a real mess. The Monolithians aren't creative, but they're stubborn as hell. I can't wait to get rolling. But if you need time to gear up, this is your last chance. If you're ready, I'll brief you on the plan, and off we go.
Why don't we just head back to Promin and shut down the Duga?
We've tracked synchronizing impulses. It means that Faust's followers obtain control codes from the emitter and can activate the Duga whenever they want. Basically, we've lost remote access. The only way is to turn it off manually. And I know how.
I was born ready. I live for this stuff.
Let's get down to business. You see the Duga? We can't storm it head on. Faust and that Psi radiation will fry our brains before we even get close. But we haven't been sitting around, and we've got blueprints from the underground utilities. Turns out, there's a sewer line running from the firehouse straight to the Duga. It's a quiet way in, and the patrols won't see us. You gotta get to the transformer room and shut down the Duga. Once you're done, we'll take care of the Monolithians while you take on Faust. Any questions?
Any complications I should be aware of?
The sewers ain't exactly a walk in the park. They're crawling with mutants. But I'd rather take on critters than Gauss snipers any day. You'll manage. Shutting down the Duga might make a little noise, so be ready for some armed guests to crash your little party at the substation. Stay on your toes.
Any guards patrolling the substation?
Our teams report that Monolithians don't give a damn about the transformer room. Plus, we've got a couple tricks to keep them occupied while you're there. As for the ward, after the hit they took, they won't be coming anywhere near the Duga again. They got the memo.
I've got my part sorted. What's your plan?
We've got all our friends gathered. Did you see anyone on your way here? That's the point. Today, the Monolith is gonna find out how many folks are really with Spark. But why ruin the surprise? You're the last piece of the puzzle. Once you get down there, my unit commanders will go about their business. The Monolithians have us outmanned and outgunned. But if we can distract and divide them, their brute force won't count for much.
I'll shut down the Duga, and I'll deal with Faust.
Attaboy! Now get into the tunnel before new Monolithian patrols show up. The signal is patchy down below, so make sure to get to the radio room. That's our first communication point. That's the gist of it. We'll figure out the rest as we go. March, Mugwort, China. Get to your squads and take positions. Let's roll.
Uh-huh. Okay, so this isn't going to be nearly as fast or simple as I thought it would be. Gauss sniper rifles, huh? Also, bubble anomaly over there. I'm gonna have to explore this place on my own time. Maybe I should go check out that stash real quick before I head into the underground. Maybe it's over there, I don't know. Alright, journalist stash is the ASU Gabon and another Seva eye suit. At least I've got those. Alright, down into the sewers.
You know, Skiff, I've got this gut feeling. When shit's about to hit the fan, I can sense it coming a mile away. But if there's good stuff around the corner, I get pumped up in advance. And this time, my gut's telling me it's gonna be smooth as silk. Just like it's meant to be. You'll see. Who knows? Maybe we'll see the Shining Zone sooner than we expect.
Yeah. Howdy. You better run. Oh, he did run. I should probably be collecting mutant parts, but I can always farm them at some point if I wanted to. All right. Wish I could see them. And not be stuck down here. Yuck. Just random zombie in a closet. Does that make this a monster closet? It's technically a monster in it. Snorks. You know what? I'm going with a real shotgun. I do believe I've crashed again. This game is becoming highly unstable. Alright, I best get rid of this anomaly, otherwise it's gonna break my damn game. Okay, this is gonna be problematic. Spark said something, not sure what. Much as I want to collect that one snork body, I'm not going to. Said something about light. Make sure he's just talking about a shining light nonsense again. Goodbye, rads. A lot of stuff on the other side of that wall. Yuck. That ain't gonna work. Kinda worked. The real question is, where's that other group? Probably over there. Maybe not. Well, I should probably...
Hey, Stalker, come in. What's taking you so long? Hurry up! Move! Move!
Yeah, sorry, I really could care less about any of you. Give me my...
Damn, we've got everything ready. How come you're not there?
Flash drive of some kind. Anatomical adjustment, huh? I don't know what that goes to. Oh. Snorkel. I really do wish I felt any kind of need to hurry or any emphasis on it, but I don't. I have no idea what their conversations have been about up until this point because I've had them all during firefights. I guess I'll answer and see.
There you are. I got here as fast as I could. What's the latest?
So far, everything's going smoothly. The fanatics are suspecting something, but that was part of the plan too. Time to open the presents. That'll keep the Monolithians busy while you make a run for the transformer room. We'll get in touch once you're there. China, we're ready.
About time. Let's get this party started, Commander.
Blow it all up. You maniacs, you blew it all up. Really? Just for shits and giggles and because I could. It's really about all grenades and such have a use for anymore. It's just blowing up rats. They don't do enough damage to anything. Hell, they barely hurt the player. Here's Johnny. Oh, great. Oh, good news is I brought a real shotgun.
They went around the shipwrecks. They got some weapons. Can't tell what it is. Don't even think about engaging head on. Let the sniper handle it.
So they went around Spark's tripwires. I don't even know why I'm searching these. Yeah, I hear ya. Haven't found you yet, but I will. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Goodbye. Nice of you to stay still the entire time. Look up. Corpses.
Papa team here. Mission complete. They took the baits. 4 large units are heading to the explosion site. We're falling back. The path is clear. This is your moment, Skip. The rest of you, let's keep just running in circles.
Alright, so probably a good thing I didn't shoot any of the ones that were running. Well, I will take that. This will build up on RPG ammo I'll never friggin' use, because I won't really have a reason to use an RPG, similar to all the other explosives in the game, because... well, they don't really do anything.
Star, we've got a squad coming in from the northwest. They're skirting around the checkpoint. Good. Lead them away from the rest, as far as you can. Make it quick. We're getting antsy waiting for them here.
Yeah, I see you.
Take this grenade!
Just gonna heal, don't mind me. Probably switch over to... that was neat. Yeah, I stopped paying attention.
Are you there, Stalker? Now, you gotta activate all the transformers. That should overload the grid and temporarily shut down the Duga.
Temporarily? There he is. What am I looking at right there? Is that a mini power plant? It's a mini something. Probably a cooling system of some kind. Chunk.
We're in position, boss. Garage 20 to the north. We just spotted a scouting party. Hold them off, no matter what. Don't let them catch sight of China. Copy that, boss.
Oh, hey. I hate to say it, but I'm becoming more reckless by the second. I don't even know where you came from. Okay, so that's to overload the Duga. Thing is, out for some odd reason, we turned it into our own personal mini brain scorcher. To fight wardens, we brought a scorcher. I should really stop just trying to debate the logic of a lot of these things. Alright, time to overload the power grid. As when in doubt, fry everything.
You fucking did it! The Duga is not gonna pose a threat for a while. And now these assholes have no idea where we're gonna hit them. It's time to move on to the grand finale. So, you were after Faust, right? There's a gathering on the roof of the comm center, the Duga command post. It seems like the preacher is about to come out and address his flock. Go finish him off. We've got your back. And if you hear an explosion, take a look around. It's not every day we make the Duga sparkle.
I like how they're like, we're gonna make the Duga sparkle, and I literally just made it stop sparkling. So they're gonna nuke the entire installation. Eh, what the hell? Might as well blow up something useful. Alright. Unless I get hit with an instant death round. It's,
We welcomed our guests. Took some casualties. Got it. Mugwort, what about you? Ah! What do you think? Fuck! Where's that gunfire coming from?
yeah, these are sparks. There's a great deal of dead normies out here. There is. Certainly won't mind. That looks like an enemy. That is an enemy staring me down. Yeah, let's get up to that. Yup.
Fuck, Star. There's a lot of them right under the Duga. They got a gas gun. We're outnumbered. 5 men down. Stay low. Give us your coordinates. We're moving.
You're under the Duga, huh? Cause I'd take a Gauss gun. Free to keep shooting so I can find you. You know what? I don't know what those devices do, what they're for, if they make anything tougher.
Something's wrong.
With the Monolith, I just don't know. Not a whole hell of a lot of information given on those other than they supposedly cause the Monolith to regenerate a little bit. But I don't know if that's... I don't... Not enough information. Not enough to do. Banana. I don't know why I'm waiting. If there's anything upstairs before I head to that point. No, never mind. The stairs are out. How the hell did he... Okay.
Boss, we've cleared the garage. Heading north now. What about ammo? Running low. Almost out of the grenades we took from the wall.
Never mind. Fuck it.
Damn it, Cleric. Too soon. I know. These assholes are fucking hard to take down. Should have packed a flamethrower. I'm sending another squad to you. We're moving to the Duga. Let's get this done.
The laser pointer's on him, damn it.
Star, they spotted us. Hide the explosives and get out of there. Quick. This is your only chance. I've got a backup plan. Oh, fuck.
What's going on?
I need cover!
Yeah, I could probably use some cover too.
Brothers, I fight the enemy. Brother,
Laser pointer's hidden behind a shelf. My armor's got to be pretty much... Nah, it's actually doing pretty good. Hey, what the hell? Why not? Funny, I almost skipped that entire portion. A lot of psi blockers. Begin to think between medkits and the psi blockers, the developers thought psi damage would somehow slow people down. Can't move.
Get ready. Moving on to the last phase of the plan.
Is that my, Is that my alpha artifact? That is my alpha artifact. Why don't I just take this? You know what? The hell with it. I'm gonna try and blow it up. I'm kinda tired of this alpha artifact and its plotline anyways. Alright, it's one of those invulnerable entities. Well, at least I get to track down Faust. Maybe change his mind.
Everyone, get ready. Moving on to the last phase of the plan.
Yeah, I don't trust that. It just turned on.
Come to me!
Yeah, you don't sound nearly as cool as the Monolith now.
I'm the truth.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't trust these anymore. Ow. Faust is... I thought my gear was supposed to be suppressing you. I don't know if these do anything. Might actually use some medkits. Alright, so I can only assume these blue lights do things. Yep, I'm crashing. What the hell was that? Alright, so the Monolith are being turned into Faust. That's neat. I don't know what that sudden extreme bout of lag was. Oh, that must be the real one. Yeah, that's got to be the real one. Okay. So he's actually out here. I think all the candles are gone, or whatever these lamps are. There he is. Yeah, I see you with your blue candle. You got no choice but to hunt him. Probably gotta blow it up around his hip. Alright, so where did he go? Because I want to try shooting his little light. I don't know what's going on, but the reality of the game is breaking down. All right, well. Yep, I don't know what's going on. Just kill me at this point, because... Yeah, thank you. I will admit, I am oddly to the point that I'm just not enjoying myself anymore. I don't know who thought this kind of battle arena was a good idea. But it's odd. Like, why does he take so much damage? Is it because of his light? I really don't know what's... You know what, I wonder. Why not? I've been holding on to these. Oh, hey, something happened. I don't know what it is, but something happened. I don't know why it happened, but it happened. Yeah, nope.
The fight is over. The mortal dies, yet the soul endures. Welcome to the subtle world. Take a seat, Skiff. We have a lot to talk about. What time of day would you choose for an intimate conversation?
Let's go with dawn so I can see something.
I've always liked dawn. What a fascinating show.
Much of the zone is not what it seems.
What the hell did you unleash upon us?
You know more than I do. Envoy of the Monolith.
What?
You stood by his side, carrying out his will, and now you've come for me. I have angered him, and that is why you are here, seeking revenge and a reward.
I don't get it. I just want to reclaim what I've lost.
That makes two of us.
Is that so?
Some come to the zone to make money. Others come looking for miracles. Many just want to find happiness, you know? A way to feel real and alive again. But have you ever met anyone who was truly happy? And what do they look for if the miracles don't satisfy them? The Monolith brought joy to a chosen few. But I've decided that all stalkers in the zone deserve better.
How generous of you.
I've been here before. Once. A long time ago. When I was a stalker. Looking for an adventure. I took just one awkward step. And my whole world plunged into darkness. But in the end, it was I who gained true sight, while the others kept stumbling around in the dark, searching for invisible wonders. The Monolith showed me the zone for what it truly is.
Let's see what this one does.
Is this the real zone?
Define reality. The zone is what you consider it to be. I have shown you how I see it. Walk your own path, and you will come to the zone in your own way. Such is the will of the Monolith.
Yeah, you're only seeing the new sphere, not really the will of the Monolith. There's a...
The Monolith. Retreat.
Kill Faust, huh?
Take this grenade. Enemy.
Let's hang on and get my bearings and... Yeah.
Come in. Do you copy? Is anyone still alive out there?
I'm alive.
That's the kind of news I like to hear. And what about Faust? Is he in the still alive category as well?
No.
I like that kind of news even better. Believe it or not, I'm a little sorry he's gone. He was a true believer. That's rare. But enough poetry. Search his body. He's got to have something on him that can help us. You'll know it when you see it. Meet me at Malachite.
Alright, so Faust could see basically the new sphere. Between his controller abilities, his link to the Monolith and everything else, he could see the new sphere. The noosphere, whatever the hell they call it, sphere. It really doesn't surprise me a whole hell of a lot, because it's basically just human consciousness and everything all wrapped up into one. Its own little sphere of power and lore and logic and all that. Something the sea consciousness was trying to tap into, they did tap into, and then ended up creating the zone. And in the process of doing all that, they were trying to eliminate the negative human element from the human consciousness through the new sphere. It basically just make everybody neutral. So I'm actually rather sad about this. as it would have been rather entertaining to see things from this point of view, not necessarily the Monolith as they are, but from Noontide style Monolith, and maybe being able to change his mind, as he very well could have led the Noontide into something new, if we could have potentially changed his mind. Considering he called me the envoy of the Monolith, and Monolith do everything on their own, so it's probably a good thing I didn't accept his help, otherwise he probably would have force-yeeted me off that tower. Of course, I don't know why he thinks I'm here to punish him on the Monolith's behalf, other than the fact that I stupidly returned the whole damn system on. Yep. All right.
I'm so screwed.
Time to get up to Malachite, and then I'm ending the damn video.
Here's a little present for you.
Who the hell are you? Why are the Monolith even still fighting? Faust is gone. Whatever. So Faust became the new wish granter and was basically pulling all the Monolith now.
They're scattering. We're pushing them north. What about Faust?
Dead. What about Star?
He did it. He blew up the Duga, but he didn't make it. We've lost so many. It doesn't matter. Let's not waste our time mourning. Star wouldn't want that. He believed in his cause and was willing to do whatever it took. Besides, he's a legend now. Not many guys in the zone go out with a bang like that. We've still got work to do here. Need to transport the wounded and dead. As for you, return to Malachite. They're waiting for you.
Oh no, Star is gone. What a tragedy. Oh no.
Well, where the... Well. Look who the cat dragged in.
I will remember him fondly for all the... No, I won't remember him fondly.
Hey there, you need a written invitation?
I'd love to know what for.
It's simple enough. If you're lucky, you get to pick a bag with some sweet loot. Are you interested?
What's this show of unrequited generosity all about?
After a big fight, we usually divvy up the loot blind. Helps avoid any squabbles. And you've basically been earning your keep lately, Stalker. Besides, we seem to be a couple men short right now.
Let's give it a try.
Okay, so which one's speaking to you?
The one on the left.
On the left is relative. You mean the one on your left? Or the one on my left? Hey, calm your tits. I'm just kidding. The left one it is.
What the fuck is this guy doing here?
There are two of you, and there are two bags. What's your problem?
What? I can't take a leak without the rules changing. We're letting outsiders in now too.
We had a common enemy, and we beat them together.
Together, huh? A lot of our guys lost their lives for that. And you just happened to show up at the right moment.
Take it easy, Smidge. I'm the one who brought the Stalker into this. Each of you gets a bag. Pick one and get over it.
I've picked mine already.
What else would you expect from some random schmuck?
Hands off. Got it? It ain't yours. This is your first and only warning.
You know what? Yep, I'm tired of all of you. I'm tired of all this dipshit, dumbass, numbskullery. I'm tired of all of this crap. I'm ending them all. I may kill every faction I come across from this point out. Seriously, just kinda done. Bitching that comes from these factions and the half-ass nature of them all. The amount of rage I'm feeling right now is ungodly. I'm gonna go search near where that dipshit blew up a chunk of the Duga and see if I can find a Gauss rifle. I'll be back. So they did actually blow it up and they did actually drop a chunk of it, but you can't get anywhere near it. Kinda neat. Had to vault over a vehicle to get into here, but guess that redeems a few points with me, considering they actually did bring this whole damn structure down. You know, after we foolishly turned it into a brain scorcher to use it against the warden, and then, you know, we blew it up so that it would never be used again type deal. After I also overloaded a power grid for the entire area, but, you know, semantics. Chernobyl 2 checkpoint. What? Why is that called Chernobyl 2 checkpoint? Fortunately, I really just don't feel like exploring, so I think I'm just going to move on with the main story for now. All right. Let's turn in this quest.
What have you got there?
I helped Trachuk with his problem. After the emission, the vehicle station was hit by anomalies, and he left a flash drive with measurements there on his way out. I had to retrieve it.
Yes, Trachuk's already contacted me. That situation with the ward was rather unpleasant. If he isn't overstating the significance of his data, you've helped even more than you realize. Thank you. It was a pleasure working with you. It's always nice to meet a professional. What have you got there?
Huzzah. All right, I think I'm going to swap over to the M700 I've currently got. Drop the links because, well, I just don't care anymore. Links is neat, but I have a feeling that it ain't going to matter story-wise. It keeps giving me random guns. So I'll be back when I'm all situated and everything's organized. Alrighty, so I'm going to say this is good enough of places I need to start. We've been all over the Duga. We've done a couple of things. We've done a lot of stuff for Scar. Spark is doing what it does. I've started killing Spark in addition to the ward just because I don't care anymore. And now I'm going to, well, in the next video, I'm going to see what the visions of truth are and meet Scar in the X-17 lab over here, which I don't remember anything of and don't even remember of hearing of. So we'll do that all in the next video. Oh, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video and you happen to like the content that I make, feel free to leave a like down below. I would appreciate it, and it'll help push my content and my channel out into the YouTube algorithm. And if you have any thoughts, concerns, comments, any lore, knowledge, or things that I've just in general missed in the game, or you want to better clarify some of the things I've been complaining about, or you just have improvements you'd like to see me make to my channel, feel free to leave them as a comment down below. It'll help me gain a better understanding of my community, and I would appreciate that as well. So, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.